You know the scene. Two strangers bump into each other on a crowded sidewalk, scatter their papers, and lock eyes. The clumsy accident is treated as a flawless act of destiny. Decades of film history have conditioned us to look at this specific type of serendipity as ironclad proof of compatibility. The universe is seemingly stepping in to say these two people belong together. The short film Twin Flames opens by aggressively contrasting that expectation. Our lead, Nana, is having a miserable day. She's screaming on her phone, cursing out the person on the other end, and to cap it off, she violently snaps the heel off her shoe. When the male lead, Ammann, enters, there is no confident swagger or witty icebreaker. He walks into a hostile environment, asks if she's all right, and immediately gets lashed out at. The interaction is thick with a very realistic brand of awkwardness. Twin Flames takes the classic meet-cute structure and applies real-world physics to it. The film demonstrates that experiencing a hyper-coincidental, perfectly mirrored movie encounter in real life feels profoundly uncomfortable. The writers start by planting mundane seeds of alignment. Nina's heel is broken. Ammann mentions that the exact same thing happened to him yesterday, leaving him without his favorite sneakers. The conversation shifts, and the overlaps quickly escalate from temporary physical inconveniences to shared life paths. They discover they are both navigating the exact same professional space as filmmakers and photographers. Then the mirroring gets specific. They compare recent workplace injuries. Ammann was burned by an open wire on set. Nina was burned by a curling iron during her shoot. This chart maps their dialogue. The tiers represent a climb from shared physical inconveniences up through occupational similarities, reaching these mirror image injuries. Stacking these mathematically improbable similarities constructs a version of the twin flame mythos. The universe seemingly draws a straight, glowing line between them. But look at how the characters actually behave. Instead of falling effortlessly into intimacy, this rapid-fire alignment creates a deep psychological tension. The air gets heavier for both the characters and the audience. The tension breaks into uncanny territory during a monologue about childhood accidents. Ammann recounts a deeply specific story about a family gathering, and it turns out it's Nana's exact memory. Ammann pulls specific data points out of thin air: age 12 or 13, a crowd of 100 people, 2 weeks in the hospital. The probability of guessing all three is mathematically absurd. Nana's response, "This is freaking me out," instantly shifts the scene to genuine dread. What follows is a rapid-fire interrogation. Nana starts throwing out random identifiers: where he grew up, his birth month, his zodiac sign, whether he prefers tea or coffee. She is actively hunting for differences. She is trying to break the spell of their synchronicity, because that level of perfection is inherently terrifying. She needs him to be from Dod Koper instead of Delhi, just to prove reality is still functioning normally. Extreme serendipity triggers a fight-or-flight response. Encountering an exact mirror image in reality doesn't feel like finding a soulmate. It feels like a threat. The encounter reaches its climax when Ammann helps fix her shoe. He misreads the nervous tension built by their bizarre similarities, leans in for an impulsive kiss, and she pulls away in discomfort. Stumbling backward, Ammann offers a frantic, revealing excuse. "I'm sorry, I saw it in a movie." This confession exposes the underlying tension of the entire encounter. Ammann didn't lean in because the human connection in front of him warranted it. He leaned in because he recognized the structural beats of a romantic comedy and attempted to force those beats onto a real person. By attempting to force a cinematic resolution, Ammann breaks the connection as cleanly as the heel of Nana's shoe at the start of the scene. True connection is not sustained by the eerie, fleeting sparks of twin flame destiny. As Nana walks away, she leaves the door slightly cracked, asking about the guy she was lashing out at earlier and suggesting some other time. True connection survives on the willingness to navigate the awkward, messy aftermath of a bad first impression.